Hi y'all, it's Deidre here with Deidre's Daydreamers coming at you with a new video. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, share this video with family and friends, and leave me a comment below. So, I have some exciting news, but first, I would like to give explanations why I did not post last week. We have been battling the flu here at my house, and it started at the end of the week sometime. And we are on the downhill side now. They gave me some Tamiflu, and we are well on our way to getting well. So, I also would like to talk about the decreation. I'm not sure that I want to go down the route of having my own business. So, I'm still a little on the fence, but I'm pretty sure I just would rather do it for fun than do it as a business. So, that's my rationale for that. But if you ever would like to commission me for any work, I offer a flat fee plus supplies, and you can always contact me at 360dld@gmail.com. And depending on what you commission me to do depends on how much I charge for the flat fee, because I do like a wide variety of things. I can do DIYs, I can do wreaths, I can do funeral flowers, I can do floral arrangement. So that's my area of expertise. And so enough about that. But I have some exciting news. So a while back, in the spring, I talked about having bariatric surgery. I jumped through all the hoops, did everything, and they told me I couldn't have it done. Well, a couple weeks ago, I got a call, and they were like, "You qualify for surgery," and I had them double check, triple check, quadruple check, and they said I could have it done. So I jumped through the last couple of hurdles. I had to see my psychiatrist and talk with her about my medicine, and I have to go to my family doctor to get a clearance, but I have to wait till after I do not have the flu, because he can't clear me with the flu for surgery. And I'm on the downhill side for that, and I have an appointment to be cleared medically from my family doctor in a couple weeks. So my surgery date is January the 9th. I plan on shooting a couple of small quick videos to remember the moment. And I have lost 20 pounds and kept it off this time since, let's see, it's been about 4 months, I would say, for sure. But I've kept the 20 pounds off, so I'm very proud of that, because last year I lost 20 pounds about this time, and of course, it come and went again. So I really feel like bariatric surgery is the way for me to go, and I am looking forward to the journey that it takes me on, and I will be taking y'all with me. I know I've talked about doing this before, but doing vlogs, and I think I figured out a way I can do it and be in my skill set until I can learn my software. I've looked into looking about how to use my Pinnacle 24 software, but it's just a little advanced for me. But we'll see what I can do with it. But I would like to really get into doing vlogs. I think that would be more entertaining than me just chatting, or I could chat some and have more like more content, like pictures or something. So I also have been exercising. I haven't been to the gym in quite a while, but I have been exercising up until last week, that is, because of getting the flu. But I had gotten in a good habit of going to refit classes. Refit classes is a free Christian based exercise routine. They do 3 different classes. One the walking class, one the strength training, hilt training, and then the other one is like Zumba, but they call it something else. And so I've been going to them classes, and I really like those. The timing works out really good for me, and I can go after work. Work, you may say? Yes, work. I got a job, a seasonal job for now, at the Salvation Army here locally where I live, as a bell ringer for the Red Kettle campaign that they do every year. And believe it or not, the lady called me and was like, "Hey, I see that we helped you out this year. We were wondering if we could offer you a job." I said, "Yes, I would love to take that job." So it's a part-time, seasonal job, and I get to make my own hours, which has worked out good with being sick in the middle of it, because I'll go 1 week with no check because the doctor commissioned me out of work. I would have went to work probably sooner, but he would not let me. So it'll all work out in the wash, I'm sure. But I am planning on going back to work. I really wanted to be a mental health specialist, which is kind of like a mental health life coach. It's about the same difference. But I did not get an interview for that or call back. So my other route was to go production. Well, I found the most perfect job for me, and I put bugs in several people's ears so that I get this job. But it's a sitting production job, and it's part-time, and I would get paid one level of pay, but if I meet production rates, I get a higher pay, or you get like a bonus or something like that. So I'm looking forward to hearing from them. They said that it would be in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so I'm not out of the running for that one yet. And another thing that some of you may not know or remember, I'm hard of hearing, and I wore hearing aids in the past from 3rd grade to my mid-20s. When my mid-20s, my hearing aid broke, and I no longer could afford to get them fixed. I did try to get them fixed, but the software that they needed to fix them, nobody could get it. So I have not wore hearing aids in, I think I figured out 16 years the other day, something like that. But they say it will help work my inner ear and kind of keep it active from losing any more hearing, or at least that's the hope anyway. And I'll be getting hearing aids next week, or this week. Yeah, this week on Tuesday. So I'll have to show you what they look like in next week's video. And cause I don't even know what they look like. I just been fitted for them, and I've been working with vocational rehab, and I've been having to do some tests and different things of that nature to get me back to work and to get my hearing aids. So I feel really blessed to be able to get the hearing aids. And we talked about my weight, we talked about exercise, and my mental health. So I really feel like the last 3 years is catching up with me in a good way. I finally, Joe, my life coach Joe, I've talked about him several times on my channel before. He asked us to do mirror work, where you just stand in the mirror and you look at yourself and talk to yourself. And as silly as that may sound, I think it's very healthy to do, to get in touch with yourself and see where you're at. Some people don't have a problem looking at themselves in the mirror and truly seeing themselves, but a lot of people, when they look at the mirror, they're not looking at themselves, they're just looking at whatever it is they're doing, like makeup or whatever. So I've been doing some mirror work, and I don't like I've been, like, when I see myself, I see a thinner me than what I actually am, like, looking down. But when I look in the mirror, especially with clothes off, I'm like, how did I get so big all of a sudden? Because I kind of feel like I have body dysmorphia in the opposite way. I see myself thinner than fatter. Even though I do know that I'm overweight, right? Like, I'm very aware that I'm obese, right? Like, that the scale does not lie. But there's a disconnect, I feel like, between the way I see myself and the way what the mirror looks like and what I look like to myself. So I was looking in the mirror doing some mirror work like Joe had requested us to do. And I was like, you know what? I kind of do like myself. So we started off there. I kind of like myself, which was a huge leaf over for me, because I've never, I've never done that except for like when I was 18 and I was losing weight. I would do mirror work so that I wouldn't have like body dysmorphia issues losing the weight, because I feel like a lot of people do get that, especially losing a lot of weight, because they don't do mirror work. And what I've always done, and I do recommend people do this regardless of how you're losing your weight, to like touch your body in the mirror and feel like where your bones are. Like, my bones are here, but there's this much fat, and get yourself in tune with your body. So as the weight comes down, the mirror work, you don't have to, like, I did it like every day for like maybe a minute or two. It doesn't take long, but especially if you're going to be losing weight rapidly like I will be, there'll be a learning curve to the weight coming off and my mind lining up and stuff like that. So I really feel like this mirror work has come in at a perfect time for me to be looking at myself and really looking at myself and talk to myself and figuring out what I want and don't want. And I feel like the last 3 years is catching up with me in a good way. I've been working on myself. I've been showing up for myself every week with Joe, my life coach, and I'm very pleased with where things are coming out to now. But I will probably talk more about that as time goes on. But I really feel like I'm in recovery, and my mental health is stable. My health is not really better, but it's not worse either at this time. So I think we covered all the topics for today. And with that being said, dream big, Deidre's Daydreamers, dream big. Bye bye.